The high cost of living in LA and Orange County has meant many headed to the Inland Empire looking for something a little more affordable. If you're in that category, we do have bad news for you. Rental prices there have been going up and up. Gina Silva with more on this. Gina?
Yes, they certainly have. I wish I could bring you some really good news, but the bottom line is if you want a really good deal, you'll have to head east, really far east, like Hemet or Beaumont. Anything closer, and the rental prices are starting to look a little bit like LA prices. For Inland Empire residents who are making a minimum wage, living paycheck to paycheck, these rent increases are a concern.
To feel like you can't provide shelter for your kids is the biggest sense of parenting failure.
Sadly, it's a common feeling and huge concern for many families who struggle to keep a roof over their heads. It's especially true for single moms, like Brandy Daly of Loma Linda.
Your housing costs is the majority of your income coming in every single month, and you're scraping by usually 2 or 3 jobs just to keep housing over your head.
Inflation and migration. People from LA and Orange County moving to the Inland Empire in search of affordable housing are 2 reasons for the booming real estate market and the high rents in the Inland Empire.
Housing costs have risen by 12% in just 1 year alone. I think it's extremely hard for families to find housing.
When Brandy's landlord decided to put his house on the market, she and her kids suddenly found themselves homeless.
I didn't make enough to qualify for any housing. I tried everything and I could not find housing that I could qualify for.
But it doesn't seem to be a problem for the new IE residents. While the rents are higher than they were in the past, they're still affordable to many people with higher incomes from LA and OC.
So what is that doing to the people who are struggling here in the Inland Empire?
It is squeezing us and our families.
You are seeing a huge strain on people who don't have money or have been hurting already for a while, and it's building up.
Janelle Guerrero and Kai King
These are issues that exist here.
Are the founders of Stronger Together Now, a nonprofit that provides resources to underserved communities. They've noticed some landlords have more than tripled rent prices in the last year.
An apartment that is in not great area of Redlands, it used to go for $800 a month, and we just noticed that it was up for $2,600 per month. Space hasn't changed, you know, it's like a 2-bedroom apartment with barely any livable space.
Rental prices vary widely from city to city in the Inland Empire. A 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment in Upland can run you $2,900 a month, $1,500 in San Bernardino, $2,500 in Rancho Cucamonga, $2,000 in Alta Loma, and $2,600 in Chino Hills.
Each area in the Inland Empire is so big, it's so different. Rancho's completely different from Colton. Colton's completely different from Ontario.
Janelle and Kai say to make matters worse, many new residents to the region who commute daily to LA or OC are essentially using the IE only as a location to sleep. And that in itself is harmful to the local communities.
If you're going to LA every day and you're spending your money there, or you're spending your time there, you're not investing in the community that you live in.
Part of the problem are the lack of jobs. While there are a number of large warehouses throughout the area, residents say they don't pay enough to support a family.
They don't really present livable wages out here for the people that work, so they have to kind of go to Orange County. They have to go to LA to really make money.
They're paying $15 an hour or $16 an hour. When you consider that the people that are looking for jobs are families, householders, who are looking to take care of their kids. They have to pay childcare. The food costs have risen. Their bills are higher.
Brandy managed to get her family into low-income housing, and she's also paying it forward by helping other families through her nonprofit, Thrive Single Moms. But even with a steady paycheck,
it is a grim situation.
She still doesn't make enough money. Brandy is worried her rent could soon be going up.
My lease is up in December. and that's only 2 months away, and I don't know that I can re-up the lease.
For these longtime residents, the only real solution is bringing good jobs to the Inland Empire, having companies invest in this area.
Why does it have to be along the coastline? If you have people who are here and able to work, and able body and sound of mind, and it would improve dramatically the sense of community.
I think the solution is there. It's just, do they want to help? Can they help?
Access to better paying jobs is crucial. According to a study from the UC Riverside School of Public Policy, the Inland Empire has higher poverty rates than any other place in California or the United States. More than 1 million people in that region are considered working poor, and they simply cannot afford these soaring rents. Alex, Christine?
So, Gina, people with apartments, are they concerned about, say, higher paying tenants coming in?
Oh, absolutely, and that's happening. And the fear of losing housing is a big issue in the Inland Empire. There are some tenants right now who are afraid to ask for some of the most basic things, like the heater broke, and they're afraid to go to their landlord because, you know, somebody else can come in and just take that apartment. So they're staying silent, and it's a problem.
Wow, sign of the times.
Yeah, very eye-opening. Gina Silva, thank you. Nice to have you in here with us for a change.
Glad to be here.